Good evening, guys, and welcome back to another video here in the country of Peru. Now, last time I saw you, we were in the city of Huaraz, which is a city sort of in the mountains. It's a sort of mountain city in Peru. But now we are back on the coast. We are in the city of Chimbote, which is sort of located on the northern coast of Peru, just a bit south of the city of Trujillo. And this place will, of course, when we're on the coast, when there's something near the ocean, of course, I always like to try out the local traditional seafood here. So that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna try and get some traditional local seafood, but of course, on top of that, we're gonna try some local foods as well. We're gonna try some delicious classic foods. I think nobody actually usually visits this place. This place is sort of like a place that isn't usually visited. It's quite different from most places. It's not a very tourist place. It's not like Cusco, for example. So it seems a little different. People here are a bit surprised that there's a foreigner here. But with that said, let's go ahead and try out some traditional Peruvian food here in the city of Chimbote. First stop of the day, we've come to a place known as Cevicheria El Buen Sabor del Norte, which means the good taste of the north. And after all, we are in the north of Peru now. We are in the northern parts of the country, so of course, their classic northern flavors what I'm trying. I've got here, we're on the coast, we gotta get ceviche. That is the classic Peruvian seafood dish. And just looking at it, I got a ceviche mixta, which means that it's mixed ceviche. What's mixed in there? You've got fish, you've got shrimp, you've got all types of things. I think even got octopus in there. So it's a mixed ceviche. It's got many different types of seafood in there. You can see it's topped up with some onions, topped up with pepper. You got the plantains, which I love because these plantains work so well with ceviche. And I asked them to make it extra spicy. So let's hope it hits the spot. Let's hope it's spicy enough. Let's first just go ahead. I'm gonna try out. I think I'm gonna get, oh, look, we got some shrimp, we got some fish, got some onions. Let's go ahead and try out our first bite of ceviche here in the city of Chimbote. Oh my god. One thing I love about ceviche here in Peru is that, I don't know how they make it, but the fish is so slippery and yet at the same time it's so meaty. It's really hard to get seafood to be so chock full of flavor, and at the same time be so substantial in the bite, so substantial in the meatiness of it, and at the same time still have the slipperiness, the smoothness of a ceviche. That is something that I've come across here in Peru that I'm very impressed by. I don't know how they make their ceviches that good, but it's amazing. And then of course, the onions, nice, crispy, very crisp contrast to the slippery, smooth nature of the fish. Let's go ahead and dip the plantains, get some of the fish up here. Wow, this is a bite of happiness, right? I mean, look at the fish literally dripping off the plantain. It's the lemon juice is dripping off of it. Let's go ahead and give it a try. You can literally taste the freshness of the fish. It's like, you know, it was probably caught this morning. I mean, we are literally 2 steps away from the ocean. Like, literally the ocean is right there. You know for a fact that this was definitely like made right here on the ocean side. It is delicious. I cannot tell you how amazing it is. What I'm gonna do, they also have these sort of like crispy corn things here that I really like. I'm gonna just put a few kernels on top of the ceviche, and then let's go ahead and try all of it out. If the plantain chips aren't crispy enough for you, don't worry. You literally have a whole bowl of like crispy corn kernels that you can just put on top of your ceviche. To be honest, it is a pretty small portion. It's not a massive portion. It's not like the one especially that I had in Lima. It was like a full plate. It's not the biggest portion, but ceviche is not supposed to be a full meal. Ceviche is something you should have as a snack, something as on a side, maybe like a light breakfast, which we will have tomorrow. We will have ceviche for breakfast. I promise you that. Fresh from the ocean, caught, and we're gonna have ceviche. But that is exactly what ceviche is. It's not supposed to be something that you eat and you feel, oh, I'm so heavy afterwards. That's not the point of ceviche. It's light, it's refreshing, it's fresh in your mouth, and that's the flavor I love seeing here in Peru with all the different types of ceviches you can get. Oh, that was one incredible ceviche. When he said he made it spicy, he definitely made it spicy, and I'm so glad he did. The flavor, it is just incredible. I mean, there's something about ceviches here in Peru that just make it different. I mean, after all, it was invented here. It was actually invented in the northern sort of coastal regions of Peru. You know, the idea of using lime and lemon to cook fish. I mean, that is such an innovative idea that was literally like created in this part of the world. There's no better place to have ceviche than where it was invented, where it started, right? And this is where it started. This is the area of the world where ceviche was founded, where it was created, and it's just incredible to try it here. Okay, let's go get some other food. Of course, I want to see if we can get some seafood, so let's go see if we can do that. Next up of the day, we come to a place known as Cevicheria La Lanchita. Now, this place does ceviche, but we just had ceviche. I didn't feel like having ceviche. Instead, we're having a classic Peruvian seafood dish called Arroz con Mariscos, which is rice with seafood. Now, I ordered it expecting like, okay, some rice and seafood, but this is totally not what I imagined. It is a massive, massive portion. It is so big. I mean, this place, they are generous, and I'll tell you, they're very historic. Like you can see on the corner here, there is a little boat. That's probably the boat that they used to own when they went out to sea to get seafood. I mean, lanchita means like a little boat. So I think it's like a family-run boat business that used the seafood that they caught out in the ocean and serve it here, which is incredible to me. Now, the arroz con mariscos, you've got so much seafood. You can see there are mussels. There are obviously big shrimp on the top. There are clams. There are so many things inside the rice, and when you take a whiff of it, I mean, look at, oh, that smells like the ocean. It smells like the ocean and rice made a baby together. I cannot tell you how incredibly good that smells. Let me just go ahead. I want to just try out the rice here. I want to see what the flavor of the rice is. It's a bit yellowish in color, if you notice that. It kind of looks like a Spanish paella, but I'm sure it's not the same. So let's go ahead and try it out. That is incredible. It's got this almost smoky, seafoody flavor to it. I mean, literally, when they were making this, you could smell it across the entire restaurant. Because it smells so incredibly nice. The rice is nice, soft, and it's absorbed up all that seafoody flavor. Like, it's been cooked in seafood. You can literally tell that. Okay, let's go ahead. Look at how big this piece of shrimp is. I mean, look at that. That is massive. I've never had shrimp this big in Peru before. Let's go ahead. Let's give this a try. I'm really excited. Oh. It is always a good sign when your crawfish or your shrimp or your crab pops off the shell so easily without any resistance. It's not sticking to the shell. Oh. I am so confident this shrimp was probably caught this morning right here at the harbor here in Chimbote. There's no doubt about it. It's so incredibly fresh, so meaty. I don't know how these prawns are so meaty. It's so big. They're so incredibly juicy inside. Wow. I'm gonna get some of the clams as well, some of the clams with the rice. Let's go ahead and try out some of the clams. As you can see, they're almost falling to the floor. Oh, there's only one word that can describe the seafood here in Chimbote. Fresh. You're on the coast. The seafood is literally like a few blocks away. You can literally taste the freshness of the seafood. You're never going to get a substitute for the freshness of the shrimp, the juiciness of the clams. You just aren't going to get that anywhere else. And I think that's what makes this place good. It's that they're using local fresh produce. They don't have to add anything special. They don't have to add any flavor. Whatever they've got here in the ocean is what they put on the plate, and that's what they serve you. And it is delicious. This place right behind me, Restaurante La Lanchita, Cevicheria La Lanchita. That is such an incredible place. I cannot tell you how much I love the place. I was actually just asking the waiter, like, you know, why is the restaurant named after this and what's the history? She told me that they've been open for 25 years, like literally been open for 25 years. And basically, the waiter's father, so it's a family-run restaurant for 25 years, and her father used to go on this boat called La Lanchita, and that's why they have a little like memorial of it. And basically what they do is they just serve fresh seafood here in Chimbote. That's what they do here. But 25 years, family-run restaurant. No wonder their food is that good. No wonder the seafood is so fresh. No wonder the quality is so good. I mean, I haven't had shrimps that fresh in a long time. Shrimps that literally you bite and the shell just pops off so easily because it's fresh. It's literally after, like, it's caught this morning. It's literally caught this morning. You bring it to the restaurant and they serve it for you. Some of the freshest seafood you're gonna find in Chimbote, some of the freshest seafood you're gonna find in all of Peru, to be honest with you. Because when you get to the big cities like Lima, they're probably processed, they're probably sold in the markets. But here, I mean, that is as good as it gets. Family run, 25 years. You've got history, you've got flavor, you've got freshness of the seafood. Okay, I'm getting a little full, but there are still some things I want to try. But first, I need to get a drink to sort of digest everything. And I think I know the perfect drink for that. So let's go ahead and get some of that first. Alright, there's always one herbal drink that totally works in Peru. It solves all your health problems, solves digestion, helps you with everything, and that is Emoliente. And I love Emoliente because it's a warm, nice drink. Now, it's not really cold. We're actually on the coast, so we're not in the mountains anymore. It's not cold, but it never hurts to have a nice, warm Emoliente. He's so skilled with it. He literally like bounces it between the ladle and the cup, He's so good with it. But let's go ahead and try out an Emoliente here on the coast here in Chimbote. See if it's any different from the ones that we've had in Lima, in Cusco. Let's see if it's any different. Let's try it out. Ooh, that is different. That is very different. ¿Qué tipo de Emoliente es otra vez?
Linaza y cebada.
Linaza y cebada. Ah, okay, so this is a emoliente of linaza y cebada, which are different herbs. So whenever you get emoliente, they use different types of herbs for it. This one is linaza and cebada, which is why it has a different flavor to it. It's got like a deeper, almost toastier flavor, like almost like an earthy wood almost like flavor. I love the depth of that flavor. Of course, it's really warm. It's literally like you can see the pots here. He's literally used the pots here and keeping them warm the whole time so you can have warm drinking emoliente to have. But that is delicious and it's not too sweet. It's honestly not too sweet. If anything, it tastes more herbal and medicinal than it does sweet. And that's what I really love about it. It helps with basically all types of diseases, is what I've read online at least. If you know more about it, comment down below. But emoliente is just easily one of my favorite drinks here in Peru, and there is a reason it's so good. This one, like I said, it's different. It's limonaza and cebada, so that is a different combination. They have many different types of combinations. Like in Cusco, we had one which was with grass, like with certain types of grass. This one is a different type of emoliente, and it is just as delicious as all the other ones I've had here in Peru. So actually, linaza and cebada is actually flaxseed and barley, so that's why it had a sort of earthier flavor, because it's a grain, it's a wheat that created that emoliente. That guy, he is so hardworking. He literally is every single day, 5 in the morning till 10 at night. So when you're here in Peru, you know for sure you're gonna be able to get emoliente wherever you are. Like, emoliente is a staple here. Everyone drinks it all the time. And basically, he's there all day, every day, selling that same thing. And the flavor is incredible. So like I said, you choose your emoliente seller based on the type of flavor you want. That one over there, flaxseed barley, super earthy, super interesting, and something that I've never tried so far here in Peru. I know the perfect little dessert to try out, so let's go ahead, head down to the Plaza de Armas, and I think I know where I'm gonna go to get some dessert. Final stop of the day for dessert. We've come to a place, it's known as Churros Españoles, and they've been around since 1980. So if you thought the early restaurant we were at, which had like, you know, 25 years of history was old, this place has almost 45 years of history. And they've been serving these things called Churros Españoles. Now when you think of a churro, you probably think of the crunchy thing with like, it's a long tube that is maybe filled with something. It's sort of like octagonal shaped usually. That's a classic churro. This is a churro, but it's not that type of churro. It's like this long, it's almost like a baguette. It looks like a baguette. It's got powdered sugar on the top, but it is so interesting. I mean, this is a type of churro I've never seen before in my life. It's something I've literally never seen before, which is why I'm so desperate to try it. And this churro español is stuffed with manjar blanco. If you remember manjar is sort of like that sweet little thing. Each one of these is only costs 250 soles, so it's quite affordable. But let's go ahead, let's try our first churro español. Never had something like this before. It just doesn't look like a churro. When you look at it, you don't think churro. You think you know, maybe it's like a bread or like a baguette. But this is apparently what a churro is here in Chimbote. Let's go ahead and try it out. First off, just like a churro, it is very crispy on the outside. It's deep fried, it's crispy. But on the inside, it's actually quite bready. In a lot of ways, it's kind of like a baguette, you know? It's got a little bit of breadiness and fluffiness on the inside. The manjar is this beautiful, just beautiful caramelized color. It's thick, it's luscious, it is delicious. It adds a bit of sweetness because the churro itself, now usually churros you have are quite salty. This isn't very salty, this is kind of bready. It's more bready than it is salty, so that makes it quite different from another typical churro. But it's kind of like, imagine you had bread dipped in manjar, dipped in some caramel sauce, dipped in something that's sweet, but then crispified on the outside with some powdered sugar on top. I love the manjar flavor. It totally complements the flavor of the churro, but something so interesting, like I've literally never had a churro like this. It just doesn't fit the typical definition of a churro, but nonetheless, this is what people here in Chimbote eat. This is the classic, and literally, there are lines, like literally right behind me you can see, there are people that in that store, that yellow stall, there are like people who are literally ordering in these churros to take home. Like that's just crazy to me, but that's what life is like here in Chimbote, and I can tell you, it's totally worth it. It's probably one of the best things you're gonna have in terms of desserts here in the city. I think I'm going to end the video here. The food here in this city has been incredible. The seafood has really shocked me, and I know a lot of people come here that have like pollo a la brasa, which is a typical Peruvian dish, but you're on the coast, have seafood. I love the seafood here. It is genuinely incredible. The shrimps, the ceviche, the fish, all of it is just so fresh. Tomorrow we're gonna be doing more eating. We're gonna be eating so much more seafood, but I really can't wait to show you guys that. But for now, I'm gonna end the video here. Chimbote for me is it's a city that's amazing. Like, these people usually don't get that many tourists. It's not really a city that's on the tourist trail. Usually people will skip it and they'll just go straight to Lima, or they might go to Huaraz, but they usually won't come to Chimbote. It's not really a town that international tourists come to, which is why when I'm walking around here, people are so curious about me. People want to come up to me. And also, it's quite a safe city. From what I understand here, Chimbote is quite a safe port that a lot of ships dock at. So it is a very nice place to actually visit. It's definitely worth a visit. I think the food tonight has been incredible, and I can't wait to try even more seafood here in the city. So I like this city. I think it's a great city in Peru. It's becoming easily one of my favorite cities in this country. So I'm going to be showing you guys more of the city in the upcoming videos, not only the food, but also what to do and see here in the city. So make sure to stay tuned for those videos. But that's going to be it for this video. It's been an amazing food day, and I'll see you guys on the next video here from Chimbote, Peru.